Today I'm going to use Briogeo Curl Charisma. Alright, now I'm going to detangle. You can use whatever brush you like for this. This is the Tangle Teaser. Okay. Alright, now I split it or section it. And now for the magic. Today I'm going to be using Lush Gel and Xmondo Wave Tech Foam. Alright, so this is how I do Behairful. No twisting here. Now, if I wanted to twist, the only areas I would twist would probably be like this right here. If I'm going to twist it, this is what I'm going to do. That's it. Then I try to take vertical sections, put it next to the root, and pull a little bit of tension. Okay. Alright. I take just a little bit of my gel and pop it in there and just gently encourage it to do what it's doing. Okay, next section. I'm doing this slow, for teaching reasons. I'm only going to do 3 sections today. I can normally get through this in about 5 minutes, but it wouldn't really be beneficial for you guys if I did that. Alright, so same thing. Sometimes I put my fingers behind it like that, just because I'm so accustomed to my curl pattern. I know about where it's going to split, and I just kind of help it along. You can see it starts doing its thing. Ribbon curls. And because I'm going next to the root and up and out like this, it, adds to the volume. Ribbon curls. If I see an area that looks like it's having issues because I was lazy or took too long, I might help it along like that. This, I think with everyone, or a lot of people, these face framing pieces tend to be more damaged. I mean, they get a lot of exposure to the elements and whatnot. I'm just doing that top piece that I'd have trouble reaching. Same thing. About a quarter size amount of product. Rub it together. Put it on those curls. And I just gently encourage what they will do naturally. No major scrunchy scrunch here, just regular old, just getting the product in, really just squeezing in the product. All right, last section. So some people I don't like a particular part, so it is parted down the middle right now. It won't stay that way, my hair never does. So I just kind of go in and do the same thing. And I pull it forward, let it fall, pick it up. And don't worry if you get a little bit that you've already done, it's fine. Forward, let it fall and separate. You can see it easily curling. There we go. So those are my clumps that separate like that. That's just what they do. There we go. Okay, almost done. Your hair should be pretty wet during this. Mine is starting to dry, but it's going to be fine. Alright. Same thing. About a quarter's worth. Alright. That's some crazy, right? Down there. But we are going to solve the problem of it starting to dry here in just a second. Okay, that's it. That's literally it. Behairful brush. And I know you're thinking, no way, this is gonna look good, but I promise you, it will. All right, boom. So it looks a lot like soap suds. Feels like soap suds. All right, so gonna get it and just pop it all in there. And this stuff is very wet. It has a lot of moisture, a lot of water, which is great because we want to scrunch in moisture. That water is the key to good clumps. Above and beyond your product. And I know that's why a lot of people do the bowl method, which I fully understand, but that problem with the tangling when you come back up, well, this solves all that. I don't know if you can hear this, but it is full of water. All right. A little bit more, just a little bit. I'm going to flip my head and get that underside and that back part right there. I have no idea if I'm in frame. All give it a little scrunch. Gotta be gentle. Alright, come to the side. Alright, so I'm going to take my turban that I got out of the shower with. It's still pretty damp, wet actually. And just to get the excess product, I'm going to take it and squeeze. Okay. Flip it over here. Alright. Squeeze. And all I'm doing here is taking out any excess product. Alright. There we go. Behairful brush done. Product in. Something in my eye. All part of it. Alright. So I used Lush Gel. Oh, I'm sorry. Briogeo Charisma Lush Gel and X Mondo Wave Tech. Now we're going to diffuse. And you can wait a little while if you want to. I don't wet plop. I can already, look, you can already see my curls doing their thing. They're already starting to hit formation. They know what they're doing. They're in their clumps. See, they're doing their little separation thing. All where they're supposed to be. There we go. At this point, I mean, this is pretty much what my hair is going to look like dry. You know, except it's going to have a lot more volume. Alright, so this is my Pro Heat Glamour. It was the Glamour edition of the Pro Heat. And the Black Orchid fits nicely on it. And I am just going to hit it with high heat on low and hover a little bit for a little while. And then I'll turn it up and combination of high heat and cool shot and get it good and dry. Alright? I just kind of hover over everything and I can start to feel my product kicking in. I want to focus on those roots first. Alright, starting to dry a little bit more and you can start to see more and more of that curl pattern coming out. This is my curliest area. So occasionally, like today, when I'm a little slow on the uptake, what's happening here? The ends start to dry a little bit when I'm not quite ready for them to, and that's why I keep my foam out. I will take just a little, and I do mean a little, and just hit those ends with it. It just protects them a little bit more and dampens them some without using just water, which you can do. Of course, you can just use your water bottle, but water is going to evaporate very quickly. The foam, it hangs in there a little bit longer. Adds for just a bit more protection. I also use oil. I don't want to do too much squishing because frizz. So I'm going to be easy peasy. This is coconut. I like this oil, but it is a bit expensive. I prefer June, which is what I'm going to use at the end because it is a frizz destroyer. Okay, we'll get back to diffusing. Starting to get a little bit of volume in there. All right, at this point, it is about 85% dry. I'm going to use June, say saffron hair oil. There ain't nothing better. Okay, nothing better. All right, so it is a frizz destroyer. I'm going to just go through my problem areas because I live in the South. And you probably can't see, but it's just melting, melting, melting away frizz. And you can use, or I can use, as much of this or as little of this as I please, and it, I guess unless I bathe in it, which I might do. This is my curliest area right through here. Still a little bit down. Anyway, it never looks like too much. It just does its thing. Okay. Once I do that, and I'll hit it with this again when I take it down. Alright, I'm going to hit it with this one more time really quick. So I really want it to be as dry as possible because I'm about to put it up in my scarf, which is where everyone says the magic happens. There's nothing special, it's just a scarf. But we're about to put it in a scarf, and this is what I call dry plopping. I actually call it setting, but other people call it dry plopping. So whatever you want to call it, that's what we're going to do, okay? All right. So I take my scarf. So it's about 95% dry. All right. We're going to take my scarf. It's just a square scarf folded in half in a triangle. All right. All right, you're going to get it in the middle, crisscross in the front. Make sure you don't tie your hair in it. Come around back. Tie it at the nape of your neck. Okay. And you're going to look like, you know, that. All right, pick up the point. All right, you want to shove all your hair in there. Like that. Twist it. All right, and shove it in there. Oopsie. A little piece peeking out. I'm going to just shove it up in there. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to leave it dry plopped about an hour, sometimes 2. Sometimes I just go to bed at this point if it's at night, but it's afternoon and I have somewhere to go this evening, so I'll leave it up for a couple of hours and then take it down, and I will finish the video at that point. By the way, you can do this tutorial for Behairful brushing with the Denman. It even works with the Tangle Teaser, and I love the Behairful brush because it is a mixture of boar hair bristles and synthetic, probably nylon, with a nice wooden handle. It is not okay to take that in the shower. It's an expensive brush, and you do not want to get that wood wet. But full honesty, just to be completely honest with you guys, any tightly bristled brush will work because the whole point is to create tension. It's kind of like when you curl ribbon for packages at Christmas, or for whatever reason you want to get that spiral. The whole point is to take the hair, get tension, pull through it, let it drop, and then it, you know. So, I mean, if you have barely wavy hair, this probably is not going to work. But if you curl, I mean, I'm only 3A at best. I mean, I might have like a couple of 3B sections, but I am 2C, 3A. And this works beautifully for me because I was born with these spiral curls. So if you have these, if you see them, this will work for you. It will. And this is the way I style my hair. This will last me for almost a week. So anyway, I'm going to let it sit. I'll come back in a little bit and show you what it looks like all done. All right, this is it. Every single time. Behairful Brush. It is my favorite. Like I said before, you can use any brush that has a tight bristle pattern, but in my opinion, you're going to get the best results with this brush. And because it is wooden, I would not take it in the shower because that prolonged exposure to the water would likely eventually buckle and warp the wooden handle. But in my opinion, it is the best brush. It is better than Denman. I can get almost the same results with Denman, but there's something a little bouncier about the Behairful. It just gives me the right volume, the right amount where I want it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.